There are some wrestlers that are noticeably more intense during a matchup than others. Some of these wrestlers can be dangerous and cause injuries to others, while some of these wrestlers aren't so safe to work with because of how injury prone they might be. My name is John and these are 5 WWE wrestlers who need to be more careful in the ring. Seth Rollins does not have a very good track record when it comes to being a safe worker in the WWE. He broke John Cena's nose and caused him to miss a few weeks. He retired Sting at Night of Champions and injured Finn Balor the night he won the Universal Championship. On top of that, Rollins has suffered 2 injuries to his knee, so Seth is more than likely going to need to tone down his intensity in the ring to compensate for the mishaps that could take place. Otherwise, you could have more main event talent being put on the shelf thanks to the Architect. Sasha Banks is a 3-time Raw Women's Champion and is one of the best female performers in WWE history. Aside from all of this, Sasha does not seem to take her safety into account when it comes to putting on a match. Her suicide dives in particular come to mind, as she gets very close to landing straight on her head after she folds up like an accordion on the ground. During her match against Charlotte at SummerSlam, Charlotte was given a ton of flack backstage for dropping Banks on her neck from the top rope, as this caused her to need time away to heal her injury stemming from her neck and back. Sheamus is one big tough Irishman. He has been wrestling for over 15 years and has been known to be a pretty stiff worker in the ring. Most recently, Sheamus kicked Jeff Hardy in the face, causing him to have one of his teeth knocked out while he was still on the ground. Many people were enraged by this as Sheamus did the same thing to Daniel Bryan, except this kick caused a concussion, and too much head trauma was the reason for Bryan's retirement. Sheamus received a ton of heat backstage from what he did to Daniel Bryan, as it caused Bryan to have to be pulled from the European tour that year. Neville, being formerly known as the man that gravity forgot, has been recently performing like a madman on 205 Live now that he is the king of the cruiserweights. Being a bigger man in the cruiserweight division, Neville no longer has to take as much risk when it comes to high flying, as his opponents can do majority of the aerial maneuvers, while Neville can focus on showing off his feats of physical strength. Regardless, he still goes hard in the ring, and this is a great position to keep Neville in to prevent any more injuries down the line. One of the main event level talents that Seth Rollins injured, Finn Balor, on his first match back on live television was concussed by Jinder Mahal. I can't imagine how much of a scare this was for a company having one of your top stars and former world champions return from injury to nearly be sidelined again. Balor is already 35 years old and has been in tons of hard-hitting matches from his time spent in Japan, so who knows how much more Balor's body can take performing at this level. One thing is apparent, WWE needs to do a better job of making sure that their top tier stars, especially ones that are still trying to push, are not going too hard in the ring. And these are 5 WWE wrestlers who need to be more careful in the ring. I hope you're all having a great day, thank you so much for watching Wrestling Hub, and I'll see you later with more wrestling videos.